Right, this is June 2014, question 1 to 4. Right, question 1 asks you to write the number 3,411,002 as a number. 3 million means you have 6 zeros after it. So when I do numbers, I tend to put them in groups of 3. This is hundreds, tens, and units. This is 100,000, 10,000 and units. And then you go millions, 10 millions, and so on. So for this first question here, it talks about 3,411,000. So the next three numbers will be 411,000. And then it talks about 2. It doesn't say any hundreds, so I have to put a 0. It doesn't say any tens, so I have to put a 2 on the end. So if you've got that correct, can you write it, please? Right, 1B, similarly in terms of words, okay, as numbers. You're doing it in columns of 3. That says no 165, so I would write that on the end as 65. This says 72,000. So when I'm writing that word down, it's 72,000 and 65. Right, question B. For all of B, down as far as C, you've got to use this list of numbers, and that's where people make a common mistake. So you're looking for two numbers that add up to 80. I tend to start on the end digits first because I need, if I do the units, if I do the 2 units that make 10, that means then the 10s must make 70 because 70 add 80, add 10 make 80. So I'm looking, if I start at the first one, 7 units. To make it up to 10, I need a 3. Have any of them got 3 on the end? Right, 53 and 63. So I need the, so for the 7 add the 3 make 10. Right, 1 add 5 makes 6. So 10 add 50 makes 60. Add the 10 is 70. That's no good. So it's going to be this one. Because 3 add 7 make 10. And then to make the remaining 70, it's got 10 add 60. So the answer to that one is 17 and 63. Right, next question. Don't be shy if you can't do this mentally. Just line up your numbers. 67 take away 28. 7 take away 8 we can't do, so we need to borrow one. We borrow one off the 6, which becomes a 5. That makes that 1 goes across and becomes a 10, which makes it 17. 17 take away 8 is 9. 5 take away 2 is 3. Right, multiple of 7. So which number is in the 7 times table? It was nice to see Katie writing her numbers down the left-hand side. So it'd be 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63. So 63 is the answer. How many 8s in 48? Again, go through your tables. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. So the answer is 6. And the square of 9. 9 times 9. Square means times itself, if you remember. Alright? So 9 times 9 is in that list, okay? So it's in that list. 9 9s are going to be 81. You should know your times table. Right. A factor of 96, which is between 10 and 20, is what number that goes into 96. If I go through my 10 times table, that's not going to work because it always ends in a 0. If I go through my 11 times table, it becomes 77, 88, 99. That doesn't work. If I go through my 12 times table, 12 goes into 96. Because you've got 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96. Another one would be 16. Okay, if anybody's got that one. Alright, so 16 goes into 96 as well. Right, nearest 10. Remember, units, tens, hundreds, thousand. So I'm rounding to the nearest 10. So my answer is either 6,570 or 6,580. So because it's a 1 at the end, it stays down. If you remember, if the unit is a 4, 3, 2, 1 or 0, you round down. So you round it down to 6,570. Correct the nearest 100. 100's the next column over. So it's either 6,500 or 6,600. So when I'm rounding this question here, 71, is that above halfway or below? It's above. It's 50 and above. So it's going to be this answer here, 6,600. So that question is out of 10 marks, okay? Question 2, what is the largest number that can be made? You got to make a 4-digit number, and you're using each of them once. So you start with the biggest number and work down. So the biggest number that could be made is 7,652. Right, the smallest even number. An even number ends in a 2, 4, 6, 8, 0. There's two even numbers there, a 2 and a 6. Because I want to make it the smallest possible number, I'm going to start with the smallest digit, a 2. That means I got to end in a 6 to make it even. So then I got to arrange the 5 and the 7 in the middle, and because it's smallest, I'm going to start with the smallest and work it up. So the smallest even number is 2,576. Okay, you could make a smaller number by swapping the 6 and 7 round and make 2,567, but that's no good because it's not even. Right, these ones. We've done these before. You've got to be careful because 2 3s are 6. It gives you less than 10. So when it gives you less than 10, you have to put a 0 in. So it's 0.06. Reason being, because 0.2 is 2 over 10. 0.3 is 3 over 10. When I multiply them as fractions, you times the top. 2 3s are 6. 10 10s are 100. So 6 divided by 100, or 6 100s is 0.06. Next one, line up the decimal points. So you get 6.20, 3.28, and then take them away. Always start from the right-hand side. 0 take away 8, 0 take away 8, you can't do. All right, so I need to borrow one. 10 take away 8 is 2. 1 take away 2 I can't do, so that becomes a 5. All right, take the 1 up there. 11 take away 2 is 9. 5 take away 3 is 2. Right, when you're estimating, they're not asking you to work out the exact number. Right, you estimate the nearest number. So 2.9 becomes, what's that? You're looking for the nearest, sort of, for this one significant figure. Your first number is not a naught, so that's a unit. So 2.9 becomes 3. I could take that as either 98 or 100. It's easier because it's an estimate just to take it to the nearest 100. So I would do 3 times 100, which is 300. Right. You could do 3 times 98 if you wanted to. But 3 times 100 is easier to do because it's an estimate. You're just estimating, you're not working them out. Right, question number 3. This is worth 6 marks. 2 marks are for the quality of your explanation. All right. Read the question carefully. A window cleaner takes 15 minutes to clean each window in a large building. He charges using the following formula. The payment is 8 times the number of hours worked. Number of hours worked. You've got to work out how many hours he's working and then call out charge. Right. 15 minutes for every window. So one window is 15 minutes. 2 windows would be double, huh? So 2 windows would be 30 minutes. 3 windows would be 45. 4 windows would be 1 hour. So we're in hours now. How many hours? If 4 windows is 1 hour, 8 would be 2 hours, 12 would be 16, 12 would be 3 hours, 16 would be 4 hours, 20 would be 5 hours. So 20 windows is 5 hours. I'm explaining my answer there. I can see a method. Now I'm going to go into the formula now. Payment is 8 times the number of hours worked. So the payment is 8 times 5 plus your call out charge. And your call out charge is 12. 8 5s are 40. Add 12. 40 add 12 is £52.